Bum bum bam bum 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 bam now. Sweet home Alabama. Where the skies are so Hey, don't judge me. Look, I'm not proud of it either. But that doesn't mean I'm sorry. Yeah, sweet home Alabama. Road trips. Magical, nostalgic, the stuff that memories are made of. That's until you realize gas costs more than your self-worth. Google Maps always interrupting the best part of the song. Oh, and posture? Oh, that's gone after hour 2. You start the trip like a yoga instructor. By the end, you're like a shrimp. No, but seriously, road trips are fun until they take a major turn. And no, not like the turn onto the I-95 kind of turn. No, more like an existential crisis turn. The kind of turn that can go south in just about 5 seconds. Which is how long until I tell the first story. One time, me and my dad road tripped up to New York City. We always had this go-to hotel. That's fun to say, go-to hotel. We always had this go-to hotel called Hotel Indigo. Pretty fancy vibes. Now, here's the key detail. The hotel room ceilings were high, like church-level high, cathedral. And why does this matter? Oh, you'll see. So then one day, while we were in New York City, my dad bought me a container of slime. And at the age of 7, slime equaled joy and purpose in life. So naturally, when we got back to the room, I started throwing the slime up in the air like my life depended on it. Then all of a sudden, I look up, it's on the ceiling, not moving, stuck. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with slime physics, let me give you a little lesson. When it's fresh, it bounces. But when it's tired of your nonsense, it sticks. And let me tell you, this slime was absolutely done with me. So what do? Like any responsible child, I start crying. I run to my dad full panic mode and I'm like, Dad! The slime's gone forever! Dad! He walks into the room, looks up, sighs the sigh of a man who knows he's going to get a charge on his credit card for this, then calmly calls hotel services. Which means at some point, a staff member had to come into the room and ask my dad, Sir, what is that? And my dad had to explain, with a straight face, how his son launched a neon green goo projectile directly into their designer ceiling. Thankfully, the hotel staff was able to clean most of it off, only to find a lime green stain right there. Anyway, I hope they had time to clean the rest of it off. But if you ever stay at Hotel Indigo and see a lime green stain above you, just tell it I said hi. We were close once. So I've gone on many road trips in my life, and only about 33% of the time has something bad happened. But this was the only time that bad thing was physical. So one time during a snow-filled 2021, my mom, my aunt, and I all took a trip to Yosemite. Yosemite. And it was January, so it was snowing really hard. Like, really, really hard. Now here's the thing. Despite knowing that we were road tripping to the mountains, I forgot my sled. Yes, I brought my body, my snacks, my teddy bear, but no sled. But thankfully, gas stations provide! So we stopped, and I grabbed the first sled I saw. It was probably meant for toddlers, but I had no time to make decisions. I was ready. I was so hyped, I told my mom to stop at the first hill we saw. Big mistake. Turns out that so-called hill was basically Half Dome's little brother Steepwise. This was definitely one of the top 3 places you shouldn't sled without a will. Or a funeral home reservation. But still, I was feeling bold. How bad could it be, I thought. I watched at least 2 snowboarding YouTube videos. I was clearly ready to challenge gravity. So I climbed this Death Hill like a legend. I turned around dramatically and gave a little nod towards the audience, aka my aunt, silently judging me. Then I launched myself down the hill. Things started off great for the first 1.5 seconds. And then I saw it. The bump. Just hanging out on the path, right where the left side of my sled was going. I hit it going full speed. My sled took flight. I briefly did a 360 in midair. And then... Yes, I am very ashamed to say this, but that was the real audio. I crashed, I rolled, and then my body eventually stops. But my soul took a minute to catch up. After a while of screaming, I noticed it. A massive gash on my side. It looked like a snow leopard had just taken one swipe and said, "Okay, time to retire." Oh, and yeah, here's a quick animated POV of what I saw. But hey, after about 30 minutes, it weirdly didn't hurt that bad. So obviously, I went down more hills. After a few more wipeouts and a strong desire to never touch snow again, we called it a day. At least I got to watch Sambucha on the ride home. Bandaged like a mummy, but entertained like a king. Moral of the story, always bring your sled. Or sign a waiver before trying to tame Yosemite's death slopes. I have many more good stories like these, but those are going to be for another day. So be on the lookout for the sequel.